sound. Hey everyone, can you hear me?
Sorry guys, we have no experience with this, so we're trying to figure out everything. So all right, so yeah, sounds like maybe you got some sound.
Alrighty. Like, why does this seem like it's way?
It's delayed because we're streaming. This is the actual stream. So
all right, guys, sorry, bear with me. It's weird seeing myself not in real time.
Well, I'm trying to. How do you get the chat out? You know how to do that, right?
I don't.
Pop out chat. All right, so that's the real time. All right, we were dealing with the kids running low on time really quick, so all right, almost. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so let's start off. Let's say hi. Hi, guys.
Hey, guys.
Sorry about the train wreck of a start. Glad you're all here. I don't know if you want to wait a minute or so. Say hi to people that are chatting. You don't need to type to them. You can talk right to them.
All right. I'd rather just get started.
All right. So we got a tip from a viewer named Meg. It didn't look like she was a YouTuber or anything like that. I didn't see an Instagram. But she mentioned that there were some kids' shoe mystery boxes on ThredUP, and we checked it out and bought 2 of them. So we've got the 2 boxes here. I can't really see the chat, so you're the chat moderator there.
Well, I just want to start opening.
Well, you got to say hi to people.
I already did. Hi, guys. There's a lot of people. Hi, Molly, Tiffany, Kara, Beth.
Wow.
Celia, Alexa, Tay. I don't. Oh my gosh, Alexa.
We activated our Alexa.
Alexa thinks
off.
We're talking to her.
Yeah, the kids are riled up right now, so I might have to step out and take care of them. But thanks all for joining. Actually, that's a lot more than people than I was expecting, so that's awesome. I'm going to go ahead and open up this first one. I don't want to keep you all too late.
All right, so this is my first time ordering a mystery box type thing. I do buy stuff from ThredUp, but normally just for myself, for my kids. Sometimes I'll buy something to sell, but I don't usually find anything that good of a deal to flip, well, that often. So yeah, I always say I'm never going to buy something like this. I surprised myself, but it was only $44. It's a 10-pair box. We actually bought 2 of them, and I figured even if it's like cheap Walmart or like Carter's type shoes, that I can at least make my money back at our local consignment sales. So yeah, thought it would just be a fun thing to do. All right.
So I don't know. Should we try to give them the first look?
Well, I want to pull one at a time.
Well, let's get the first impression of it. I mean, if there's anything from YouTube unboxing videos. So that's kind of what we're dealing with. So she'll pull them through. Oh.
All right. So we got some little kids' Toms. Size 9. These were, I usually get about $18 to $20 for Toms, so not too bad. All right, so these are some Naturino. I think I've sold this brand for adults. I didn't even know they made kids shoes. So yeah, these are kind of dirty, and I probably wouldn't want to list these online, but I can probably just sell them back at my consignment sale for $6 to $8.
Are they seeing them? Can I see?
All right, so these are just Cat and Jack Target. They're in really good shape. So I might list these just because they're like an animal. I don't know. What do you think this is? I don't know.
Like a lizard or something. Dinosaur maybe? I don't know.
These are kid size 10. And yeah, if I don't sell them online, I can probably sell them again for $6 to $8 at my local sales.
Sorry.
All right, so these are some Superga. I have never sold kids ones before, but I've sold adult ones, so I'm not sure what the kids ones would go for, but I'll probably list these. I'm guessing like 20 to 25 or something like that. I don't really see a size on these, so I'll have to investigate a little more on those. All right, so these are Zuzi. I've sold these before, but not the sandals. I didn't know they made sandals. They have like these cute little Oxford shoes, and they do retail for a lot. Like I know the Oxford ones retail for $70. So I've sold a pair of those for like 30 something. But since these are just sandals, I don't know, maybe 20 to 25. But yeah, it's really cute.
I'll be right back. The kids slamming doors down here.
All right, so these are just Rachel. So yeah, this is not something I'll list online. I think that they might sell these at Nordstrom, but I'm not really sure. Never sold these before. I'll just sell them at the consignment sale. All right, so these are just some Polo Ralph Lauren sneakers. Kid size 3.5 youth. I don't know. I sell some Polo Ralph Lauren stuff, but not really the shoes. So I don't know if I'll list these ones online or not. They're a little dirty on the rubber, but otherwise decent shape. If I did sell them online, I'd probably get around $20 for them, but they're a little heavy, so they'd probably have to ship for $7 something, and I don't know if that's worth it. It's just the other Superga. All right, these are just some girls' New Balance sandals. These are size 11. Pretty good shape. A little dirty on the front, so I can probably just toss those in the washing machine like I do Crocs and Natives. And they'll probably come pretty clean. But yeah, I would probably get about $20 or so for those. And we got a pair of Keen. Youth size 2. They're like a navy blue and orange. Keens I usually get right around $25 for. Sometimes up to $30 for the youth sizes, so they're not in the best shape, but pretty good. All right, and then last pair for this first box is again some New Balance shoes. These are a kids youth size 4, and pretty good shape, just a little dirty on the rubber, so not too bad. Definitely worth the $88. So
well, this is just half of that so far, right? We still have another box.
Yeah, so everything you saw here, the first 10 pairs were $44. Quite a few of them I can sell for at least $20. So I'll definitely make my money back and a little profit. And I had fun. So I'm not too disappointed. I've been seeing some of you all getting your boxes and being jealous that you all had yours already and I didn't. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this box. You guys got some good stuff too.
Holy smokes, we have 47 people watching.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was excited if we had 10. So thank you guys so much.
Where do you even see that?
I have it on my phone here.
Oh, okay, I don't even.
So
Cool.
I don't know. There was some questions you want to see. Anybody have any questions so far?
Sorry,
Definitely
guys,
go hit that like button, guys.
I'm
Wow.
having a hard time reading the chat and trying to talk about stuff.
Wow.
All right, I don't see any questions. Yeah, drop a question if you have any questions, but most of y'all are just saying hi.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight, guys.
Do you guys like the live, or would you prefer me have to just done it and uploaded it and you can watch it at leisure? Or... All right, box number 2.
Glance.
I'm already disappointed looking at the top of this box, but that's all right. All right, what do we got here? So these are Jack and Lily, little moccasins. Size, I don't know. I don't see a size. I was also checking if they were leather, but I do not think it says genuine leather lining, but I don't think that means the actual shoes are leather. So I don't know. I think I've sold a pair of these, but they took forever to sell, and they only sold for like maybe $18 shipped. So I don't know. I wouldn't expect too much for these. If I list them online, I might just sell them at the consignment sale. All right, so these
look like they got some yellowing going on.
Super yellow. So that's kind of sad. So these are, I don't even know how you say the brand, but it is a really expensive kids brand. I think it's like Jacati or something. So, but if you can see that, they're like super yellowed on the rubber. So that's sad because I don't know if anyone will buy them like that, but they otherwise look like almost unworn, and they're like a really nice green leather. So I might even just have my son wear these to preschool. I think these might be his size.
I might try to use some like goof off or goog on, maybe try to get that off.
But yeah, if these weren't ruined.
I can't tell if it's like smoke damage or like UV yellowing or something, but it's definitely yellowed and very obvious.
So. But yeah, if you ever see that brand in person, clothes or shoes, it's Jacadi. It's definitely an expensive European brand.
Beth asked, how often is the consignment sale?
So the one, we live in Colorado Springs. That one is twice a year. I think there's one coming up in September. I think it's normally in August maybe, but I don't know. Actually, maybe it is usually September. We just had one a few months ago because it got pushed back from COVID stuff. And then, so I thought maybe they pushed this one back, but maybe not. So there's one in September, and then there's usually one in April, but this year it was like in June because of COVID. So I also do ones in Denver. I'm going to do one next week. I haven't got any new stuff, but stuff that I have left over from my other sale. It's already tagged and ready to go. So it's in Denver, but I think it's in Aurora, and I'm going to just drive up there and also make a thrifting day out of it. So hope to make some money left on what's left. I've already made my money back on all the stuff that we have for our consignment stuff. I think I only have 500 items left. So I'll just take anything. I'm not going to work a shift this time to get the extra % or anything like I normally would. Just going to hope to make a few $100s, and I'll drive up there, thrift that day when I drop off, and then thrift again when I pick up the next week. All right, so these are another of those. How do I have to hold it?
The camera's by the green light.
Okay. Another of the Jacati, or however you say that. These are just some brown leather Mary Janes. I don't even see the Euro sizing on these, but they look like a toddler, probably like 8 or 9. So I'll have to either measure or look a little better for that sizing, but they're a little beat up. We have some shoe stuff, so we'll probably polish those toes. But yeah, still a lot of life in those. And these are some Sperry canvas boat shoes. My kids wear these, but yeah, they're too small for my kids now. These are a 7.5 toddler. A little bit faded, but that's kind of how they just are. Their bottoms look like they haven't been worn, so I'd probably get about maybe like $18 shipped if I list these online. So.
I see Destiny's here. Thanks for watching, Destiny.
Hi, Destiny.
All
right.
Bumblebee says, love the live. You're going so fast. She doesn't want it to end. And then she suggests magic eraser on the trim of those. Yeah, we'll definitely we do use magic eraser a lot. We'll definitely try that before we try goof off or anything more abrasive like that.
So this is a brand I've never heard of. I don't even know how you say it. I'm not even sure I can see the words. I think it says VENETTINI. I don't know. So yeah, not sure what these are. I don't see any sizing or anything else on them, so I might
Venetini maybe
sell those at the consignment sale. I'll just measure them and find a similar size pair to let them know I think they're like an 8 or something.
Is that the symbol for like Italian leather?
I think so.
The Verapella or something.
Yeah.
So it might be an Italian brand or just a
not my style either. It's not
brand,
really something I like to list. All right, so these are Jordans.
Jordans, yeah.
I always get nervous that Jordans are fake. I don't know why.
We have run into some fake shoes recently. Those were Kobe's, though, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, they're, again, a little bit yellowed on the sides, but obviously I can probably still get more than $4 for them. And these are a youth 5.5, so good size. Not the best condition. A little dirty on the toes and stuff. I don't know what kind of Jordans they are, so I'll have to type in that number.
These look like something you've already had before.
These are pretty nice. So these are Converse. They're like sugar skulls. These are really nice. They look like they've hardly been worn. And these are a men's 4 or women's 6, so not even really a kid size. So yeah, those are pretty nice. Probably get, I don't know, 30 or something for them.
So we had a question, and she said call her Yo, because her name is hard to pronounce.
Okay.
She said, I'm assuming she, so I'm sorry if you're a he. How do returns work on Kitizen? Yeah.
I mean, there really isn't returns on Kitizen unless you like misrepresented your item. So like if you said it was excellent condition and they have like a stain or something on it, or if I'm selling somebody some shoes and I say excellent condition, but like send them with all this yellowing, that would not be excellent condition. So they could technically open a case, or there's not like an open the case button like on Posh or eBay or anything. So really they just message you, the seller, and they would just, say they want to return. So I've had like one person ever message me, and I didn't even have to say yes, but I was kind of new to selling, and so I just took the return. But yeah, there really isn't returns on Kitizen. If someone's trying to say they don't want it or it doesn't fit or something like that, you just would say, sorry, all sales are final. I would offer maybe you can use my photos and resell it yourself. But yeah, there's no returns. Otherwise, if you do misrepresent it, like even if it's an accident, obviously we all send stuff that we might have missed a flaw. If that happens, you just provide them the return label, which you can get on the order screen on Kitizen. And then it'll just get emailed straight to them. And then as soon as you get your item back, you just push the refund button on the order screen. So yeah, hope that helps.
And then, yeah, we have quite a few questions coming up. So another question from Brittany Powers. How do you measure shoes? She has a pair of kids' Keens sandals, and they don't have a size, probably rubbed off.
I just take the tape measure and measure the sole. And well, I sell so many kids shoes, so usually I can just
have something.
Like I know that this is a 7.5, so I would just hold them like this, and I'd say I think it's a 7.5, but go by measurement. So a lot of the size charts, if you look up Keen Kids size chart, will have measurements too. So, but yeah, I just measure the sole. I don't know if that's the correct way, but that's what people always ask me to do when they want a measurement. So
okay. See, there's Brooklyn, Lucy's daughter. Is that from Instagram?
Oh, hey, Lucy's daughter.
Lucy's daughter, Brooklyn. And then let me
Thanks,
see.
Brooklyn.
There might be some more questions here. Here's another pair you can look at.
All right, so these are just another pair of Nike. Size 2 youth. These look pretty nice. A little dirty, but oh, just kidding. Not that nice. They
A
have
little higher there.
like the toes separating there, so I might, I don't know, put some super glue, and then if I do that, we'll obviously disclose, but otherwise I'm sure I can get my $4 back at the consignment sale. But yeah, otherwise they're in really good shape.
Okay. Kara Johnson said, where do you get the things you sell at the consignment sales?
I get them mostly at garage sales or a Goodwill. Like the kids stuff at most of our Goodwills is like 99 cents. So I'll pay up to $1 for some. Most things I sell, I price around $5. The consignment sale takes 30%. So even though I'm only making then $3.50 minus the $1 that I spent, but I'm doing 1,000 items at once. So can potentially make a good profit pretty quickly. sometimes I go to the bins, get stuff there, and sometimes it's just stuff I purchased to sell online that hasn't sold, and I'll just sell it off at the sale.
And I hope I'm remembering your name right. I think it's Hope from Rags to Riches. Was it Hope? Yeah. So she said she almost ordered a kid box when she saw them listed. She's glad we got one. Well, we actually got two. I don't know if you just joined us there, Hope, but we got two. And so far, looking pretty good.
Yeah, I saw, so I don't think they have YouTube channels, but I don't know if she's in the chat either, but A Closet of Smiles on Instagram. So she got one yesterday and it looked really good. Had like Keens, Crocs, just some really nice brands in there, like new looking pair of Vans. And then someone else I know from Kitizen, I think she's Coco Beanery on Instagram. She had a pretty good box. So I was really excited. Their boxes definitely look better than what I'm seeing in these two, but I'm still happy for what I paid, and it was still fun to open them.
All right.
Just one more, right?
I think there's one more after this pair.
All right. So these again, some Sperry. These are just some flats, black, pretty decent shape. Says 12, so I might list these online. They won't sell for a ton, maybe like $18 or something.
And then Beth Tillman has a question. How long on average does it take for shoes to sell? I see some you list sell really fast. I worry when my kids' shoes don't sell quick, then I have them priced wrong.
Yeah, it really depends. Some things sell quick, a lot quicker than others. Like right now, Crocs are like hotcakes. They'll sell usually within a day or two. Things like Sperry's usually take a while for me to sell, like months. Nikes usually sell fairly quickly. If you have them priced right. So like most of my Nikes sell around $25. So it really just depends on the brand. But yeah, you can always just drop price and see if that helps.
Okay, let's do this last pair, and then we'll stick around and answer some questions since they're coming up.
Right, so these are just
the best for last? No,
definitely not. Just some Spider-Man shoes. Nothing, not even a brand or anything. Just Marvel. These are toddler size 9, so. Definitely be able to get my money back on what we've seen today, but nothing super awesome.
So what's your favorite pair?
My favorite pair is probably those Converse.
These Converse here. And I think somebody was already super interested in them. Where was it? Kendra. Yeah, when do you think those will be listed? Or my daughter really wants those Converse.
I could list these tonight. These are, since they look like almost new, I don't need to clean them or anything. I can list these tonight, or I can sell them to you on PayPal. If you want to DM me on Instagram, I would do 20 on them plus the shipping, which I think they're gonna have to go on a padded flat rate, so like $7.75. That would pay me back for half my box.
And then what's your least favorite?
My least favorite is probably those Rachel white shoes. Those were ugly.
Which ones?
They're like white, like little girl, baby. I don't think they were in this box.
These?
Yeah. These are my least favorite. This just reminds me of something that I had to wear for like Easter when
Sunday
I was a little
shoes,
girl.
Yeah. Right.
And like they were so uncomfortable, and I hated Easter because of it.
So yeah, Alexa says she's same as Beth. She's had 2 pairs of shoes listed for months, can't get them to sell. Another thing we've been doing a little bit more is, sorry, I'm off camera. If something's super old and stale, we'll actually take the listing down and relist it. Even if you're getting rid of likes and followers and all that, it sometimes helps refresh it a little bit.
Yeah, it depends on the platform. So on eBay, every 30 days, the item gets ended and relisted as a sell similar. On Kitizen, I almost never relist because, well, now I have an easier way because I have List Perfectly, but before they had Kitizen on there, it would take forever to relist because I'd have to screenshot all the photos because I delete them after I list them. And yeah, so I just never did it. I still haven't really done it, but I probably might need to start. Poshmark now has that copy button, so it's easy to relist. And Mercari, I promote 10 items a day, but also I put a lot of my items on like the auto price drop where it drops at 5% like every day until it gets to your lowest price. So I think that's probably what helps me like sell stuff pretty quickly too.
And then we had another question about Kitizen. Does Kitizen use PayPal?
Like I'm not really like you mean for buying or like you can cash out to PayPal. I'm trying to think of when I buy stuff.
So yeah, sure. It's all through the app. They do all the transferring.
I think you can pay with PayPal. I'm not sure. Like I've put my payment in, and so like every time I buy anything, it just comes out, and I don't know. I think it comes off a credit card, but I think you can pay with PayPal. And then to get your money, you can definitely get it in PayPal. So you can get your money the same day you make a sale. As long
and then
as
you can also do
item.
shipping through PayPal too. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to, yeah.
We typically, well, I say we, but she typically does shipping through the Kitizen app. And if you don't really know why, definitely go watch our Kitizen video, and we did go over it pretty well. Let's see. Do you ask for receipts when you go garage sales for business tax purposes? We don't. We just divide. Well, we track everything through our spreadsheet.
And we have so I have my like credit card that is specifically for only business stuff. So like if I'm going to a garage sale, I'll go to the ATM, get out $100 or something. And so like we would know then that was a garage sale day. And then I just keep that cash separately. Like I don't spend it on anything that's not for a business thing. So that's kind of how we track that. And then, we type, if I paid 50 cents, that will be listed in my spreadsheet. It'll say garage sale 50 cents and I'll have the date and everything. So we can kind of reference when I took $100 out.
Right. And to my knowledge, I'm not a tax professional, so don't take this as tax advice or anything, but I'm pretty sure having a spreadsheet of your inventory and showing how much it costs is as good as a receipt. Correct me if I'm wrong, because we might have to change things if I am. Let's see. Yeah, Hope says she's late to the party. Yeah, and we like to get right to it, so we flew through them pretty quick. Let's see. Oh, Celia said, I didn't know the consignment sales took 1%. Yeah.
Yeah, so this one I'm going to do next week since I'm not working a shift. If you work a shift, you get 70% of your sales. If you don't, you only get 60. So this sale, I'm going to just take 60, but it'll be 5 hours less of my life taken away. So it'll be worth it. And normally I'm making over 1,000. So working a 5-hour shift, that gives me an extra 10% is at least giving me another like $20 plus an hour. So I think that's worth it. But with this sale, I only have 500 items and I'll probably only sell 1 to maybe 200 if I'm lucky. So it just won't be worth my time to work that 5-hour shift. And I haven't been to Denver in a while and I really want to thrift up there. So.
Okay. And then Beth again said, you have like 1,000 listings, right?
Yeah, right now I have about 900. So like before COVID, I had about 1,300 and stuff started selling really good. I was expecting like nobody to buy stuff because like a lot of people are out of work and everything. But no, we sold so much, probably because we were just home listing so much. But we got down to like 800 and then stuff slowed down a little. And then I've been trying to build back up. But I mean, if you guys watch our What Sold, we still sell about 10 items a day on average. So I'm listing like 100 a week. So if I'm selling 10 to 12 a day, I'm just basically selling as many as I'm listing. So it's hard to get it back to that 1,000.
Well, and there was a time during lockdown where we weren't able to source. So we were selling a lot of the kids' stuff.
Yeah, just like mugs from our closet and stuff.
Anything that we were willing to part with, we were listing. And we still got down to like 800 listings. So, yeah. Let's see. I just signed up for Citizen and it didn't ask for my bank info. So yeah, it's probably. I think once you check out, it'll give you some options on how to pay, and you'll be able to put in like a debit card through PayPal and all that. Can you tell us what info you keep on your spreadsheet? Do you list each item? Do you list item by each for inventory or list one large haul? Yeah, basically our inventory sheet, it keeps what it is, and then we track where it goes. So that's basically the first area is what box it's in, and then the item, and then the day we purchased
it. We have location. So we just have a Google sheet, nothing fancy. So we'll put the location, which is the box letter, the item. So I'll just type in, like, if I'm typing this in, it will just say Converse, Sugar Skull shoes, size 6, whatever.
Box F.
The date I purchased it, where I purchased it from, purchase price, and then again we keep our receipts and stuff so that if we ever need to, that this can be, give it to the tax person. Purchase price, and then I have like little check boxes. Oh, you guys probably can't see this, but all right. So like it says Citizen, Poshmark, Mercari, eBay. So like those check boxes just tells me. Sorry, our kids are screaming. Just tells me like where it's listed. So like some items, men's items, you can't list on Citizen, so the box on those will be unchecked. But that way when I sell it, I copy it, put it in the sold Google sheet, and then I uncheck the boxes and then check them back later when I put a new item there. So,
and it's by no means like a super well done. It's
not
very
fancy
basic.
At all.
I'm sure there's a million different ways to do it better, but it works for us.
So I do also weigh all the items as I list them and put them away, just so that if I'm out and about, someone's making me an offer on something and it's like not on Poshmark where the shipping's paid for, I can just be like, well, this is over a pound, so I know it's going to be $8 to ship. So I can't really go too much lower or whatnot. So yeah.
And then once we sell it, then we track when it sold, which platform it's sold on, and all of our fees and stuff just for tax purposes. So that's pretty much it for the spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Do your children's rain boots sell pretty good? I just picked up a Stephen Joseph rain boots. Hunter boots, probably.
I've never heard of that brand, but yeah, I think it depends. I usually sell Bogs and Hunter. I rarely find Hunter like at thrift stores, but my kids wear them and I sell them. So
yeah,
I think that might be the only 2 rain boots I sell. I have a pair of like Disney Cars ones listed right now, and those are not selling. So I think it just depends. Those are types of things that I would probably sell at my consignment sale, just because it's like they're heavy to ship. So by the time you pay $8 to ship them, it's almost not worth it.
So Hunter Ryan says, if you use the item as personal, which I think you all do a lot, is not taxed at same rate as direct bought, just to resell.
So like, are they talking about my kids' stuff?
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're saying there, but yeah, I don't know if you have any more information on that. Let me know. But typically, when we buy things for the kids, we're not expecting to make a profit on it, right? So we'll pay a little bit more, and it'd be like selling it at a yard sale. You're not technically required to pay taxes on something that you're not profiting off of, and all that. So a lot of the kid stuff we don't really track. A lot of it is also from before we were reselling. So.
Yeah, I mean, I put it in my in my solds and stuff, but like
just so you can see what things
on
sell
the profit line, it just says 0. So, because it is still when we sell our kids stuff, we're still making money. It's just not profit. But we
we've already
make
spent
that
the
money back to our bank account. So like if somebody was auditing us, I guess they'd be like, why did you said you only made this much, but really you made this much. But then we can show them that was our kids' stuff. And a lot of this stuff I buy for my kids is from Kitizen or Mercari usually, so your sales are tracked pretty much there forever. I can go back and reference that if I need to.
So when items are given to you like Carter's or Children's Place, would you say it's worth it to list them?
That's the type of stuff I'd sell at JBF.
Yeah.
Just because I could probably only get maybe $8 shipped if I'm lucky. And by the time you spend your time listing it, shipping it, paying for the poly mailer and stuff, I like to sell stuff over at least $15. Not saying I don't sell stuff less than that, but that's where I'd like to be at for kids' clothing.
And Meg, actually, Meg is the one that tipped us off to these boxes. So thank you so much, Meg. She said, do you include the cost of your own kids' items on your spreadsheet and then eventually count that as profit loss in the business?
Yeah, we haven't really counted it as a loss yet.
We don't take the loss deduction on it. We just don't count it as profit. And I haven't talked to a CPA on that or anything. But if we know how much we spent on something, we'll keep it on there just for, our own peace of mind. And if we do make a profit on it, we definitely do track that as a profit. But, that's just, I don't know if that's how you're supposed to do it, and that might be what Hunter was talking about, being a different tax rate. I don't know. So, that doesn't happen a whole lot where we make money off of something that was the kids.
Except for that sloth, though.
That sloth, yeah. Yeah, we're definitely going to pay taxes on that. Let's see. Love you guys. Your awesome information. Thanks for sharing. On Poshmark, how do you see how many active listings you have? I think it's in the settings.
Yeah, so if
your
you
Posh
go,
store settings.
So just open your app. If you click on the thing on the bottom that says mine says at Ginger Marvin, but whatever your screen name is, click on that. And then you just click on my Posh stats. So scroll down. My Posh stats. Yeah, it says I actually have 1,049 active on Poshmark. I know I don't have that much on eBay. I have about 900 on eBay. I think I have like 800 something on Kitizen. So it's because Posh is where I can pretty much list everything that I have, men's, women's, kids, and everything. So,
and if you don't know, we do use List Perfectly to cross list everything. And I think you like listing on Poshmark first, just as a...
Yeah, I think Poshmark's the easiest place to just put everything in. I mean, Kitizen's pretty easy, but a lot of times the little rainbow comes up and takes forever to post, and that bothers me. So I usually list to Poshmark first and then cross post it with List Perfectly. A lot of people have mentioned on List Perfectly to just list it straight to List Perfectly and then cross post from there. I haven't tried that yet. I probably should, because then I could end the listings as well when they sell, but I just do them all manually by myself, so probably wasting a lot of time doing that.
All right, sorry, I lost my place here for a second. So Molly asked, in your normal videos, what do you film on? We just use our cell phone. We have an iPhone. We both have iPhone 11 Pro Max, which has the 3 cameras on it. So it's just I think any smartphone would do. They're all pretty much like 4K capable now. And for YouTube, you don't really even need 4K. We also do use, when Kathy's doing like her haul videos and I'm not there recording, we use a Canon DSLR. It's just like a photography camera that can take video as well. That one records in 1080p. And I don't think anybody notices any kind of difference in quality. So, is that a Google Sheets spreadsheet? Yes, it is a Google Sheets. And we do pretty much all the input from the computer, but we do access it from our phones and stuff whenever we're out and about. So it's nice having it on the cloud for that. And again, like our whole inventory system is still fairly new. This was we kind of revamped our inventory.
Even last summer, we didn't have these.
No, it was like January.
Yeah,
January, I think, is when December, January. And then before we used like a hanging, it was all on hangers.
It was ugly.
Yeah. And so we're still like getting used to it, if that's if that makes sense. And the office, because like last year, you know, we were both self-employed, but I was working making furniture in the garage, doing a woodworking business. And when Kathy's business was growing and would stop growing, I decided to pull away from my business and help her. And part one of that was getting the inventory and shelves and stuff all built. And so technically Kathy's still kind of like a one-woman show.
He doesn't help me do anything.
I don't help
except YouTube. So
yeah, YouTube
I still source all the
items,
list all the items, inventory all the items, ship all the items, talk about all the items that's sold on YouTube. The only thing he does is film the videos, edit the videos, post the videos, and he
take care of the kids and all that kind of stuff.
Like today, when I inventoried a bunch of shoes, he'll like take all the numbers off the Goodwill prices on the bottoms.
Yeah,
things like that.
Can't let your nails go.
He doesn't even take photos or anything. So,
but the plan is, once the kids are in school, and that's the whole COVID thing kind of threw a wrench in our plans. But so once the kids are going back to school, the plan is I'll be able to be here and do kind of the logistics side of photographing, inventory, all that kind of stuff. And Kathy would be able to source more. So the goal, the idea is to be able to do more that way. So yeah, I think I kind of went off on a tangent there. Gorgeous is here.
Hi, Gorgeous.
Hi. Let's see. Although we're like almost 10 minutes behind on questions. So do you guys know what brand of rain boot has a FY? A pair of wings behind the letters. Just curious. That doesn't really sound familiar.
If anyone else knows, please tell her.
Yeah, sorry, Bumblebee. Let's see. Not related to this box, but I saw the volleyball Disney shirt you picked up today and love it. I send you a DM on Instagram. That's from, I'm sorry, I don't even want to mess up your name. So Mirly, I'm sorry. So yeah, I don't know if you've responded or anything.
I think a few people asked me about that shirt. I really need to look it up because I know it's probably worth more than I would list it for without looking it up. So I want to look it up before I list it or anything.
So would you ever sell on Depop?
I
wouldn't say never,
but yeah, like right now with 4 platforms, that's enough, and we make enough money for what we need to right now. I mean, obviously we want to grow, but we want to grow our inventory more than our platforms. So
yeah, and Depop, as with any new platform, there's a whole learning curve, and
I don't think the types of things I sell are really Depop things, if I'm correct. Like Depop's more of like a vintage, like, I don't know.
Is it more men related too? Is that
just? I'm thinking it's more like vintage type.
See, yeah, we don't even know enough about it to give a good judgment.
I just feel like I don't have any of that kind of stuff that people would buy on there.
Sorry if it's been answered. Do you have a video on how you do your spreadsheets? No, we've kind of talked about it here and there through some of our What's Old videos, but it's kind of in an embarrassing state right now. It's not really something that. There's a lot more room for improvement. And I think once we improve it more, maybe we'll talk about it a little bit, but it's a very basic thing about, just where, when we got it, where it's listed, all that basic stuff you kind of need. Let's see. So Kendra says, I list to Posh first and then use list perfectly. If you just crossed to list perfectly and save it, then use that to post to cross to Macari, eBay, and Kidizen. Then when you mark it sold, it closes all. So we haven't even looked into that.
Yeah, so I tried doing it with one listing the other day, and it felt like it took me so long because I'm not used to putting it on list perfectly. So it just felt like it was taking forever. And I know that I just need to sit down and do it. But it was also putting my pictures out of order, which was annoying me. So if you know how to fix that, I might be more open to trying it. But
here's our oldest son, Connor. He's probably like, what's going on? He doesn't understand that there's 50 people on the other side of that camera watching.
Hi.
You want to say hi?
Hi.
So yeah, we actually got news that school should be starting on the 17th. As of right now, so we'll see. He's going to be having to wear a mask all day at school, but he's excited to go back and see some friends. So, all right, we'll be down in a few minutes, okay? Sorry. And that's another reason, well, it's a reason we don't get as much done as we would like, because we have kids at home and we don't want to let them go uncared for. So let's see. Thought I was gonna miss you guys. Yeah, I'm surprised it's already been 45 minutes, and that's kind of crazy.
I thought this was gonna be like 20 minutes. And
yeah, sorry about butchering your name there. Yeah, the kids are live. All right, yeah, that's all the comments so far. So if you guys have any other questions, we'll probably give it another couple minutes and then wrap it up. Just because the kids their bedtime's in 15 minutes and they're ready for it. So yeah, hope you guys liked the unboxing. It's funny. I know we've always said that. Well, she's always said that she's not a big fan of mystery boxes. And so, what do you think the total? What do you think you're probably going to get for all this?
I didn't really
So we spent $88.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get that much.
You don't think we'll break even?
Well, yeah, I think we'll break even, but I don't think
we'll double.
I don't even know if I'll double my money. I mean, I had fun in opening it, so I mean, I'm glad I did it, but I would also probably buy them again. I just don't like spending money on stuff that I don't like. People always ask if I'd buy a palette, and I probably wouldn't, just because I don't want to spend hundreds of dollars on something that I haven't seen. I like to handpick everything I put in my stores. I pick things that I like or think will sell well.
Yeah,
and I don't just pick anything and everything.
Yeah, so she's definitely a cherry picker, and like she's mentioned, like these were her least favorite, not because they're necessarily a bad shoe. It's just
not my style, not really what
we're avid believers in selling what you like to sell. And like we probably wouldn't pick up Spider, even though I love Spider-Man.
I don't love Crocs. Like I have one Broncos pair that I wear sometimes thrifting because they're comfortable, but my kids don't wear them or anything, but I love selling them because they sell well. So
yeah,
like
I've actually never worn a pair of Crocs, so I don't know if I ever will. What I am surprised at how many different kind of styles there are. I never really expected that.
I'm surprised at how much they sell for, even though they're only like $30 new or something.
Yeah, people kind of agreeing that rescue boxes they like picking versus just a mystery. I mean, the mystery box is fun, and it's it's like a treasure hunt sometimes. If you find something really good.
I haven't ran out of thrift options yet, so even when we were stuck at home for months, we didn't run out of stuff. I had a little stockpile of things. Stockpile as in death pile. Things that I purposely didn't list because they were flawed in some way. So I didn't even get through all that. I mean, my kids have a never ending closet that I pull from. I pretty much, every time I do laundry, they wear things like 1 or 2 times and then I resell them to get my money back. So it's almost like I'm borrowing the stuff and then just reselling it for about what I paid. So every time we do laundry, which is once a week, I have 10 to 20 new things to sell from their closet. So should we close it up?
Yeah, I think we've tortured them long enough. So thanks again for coming and watching and joining us, guys. It's I can't even believe, I think we went over 50. I can't even believe that. You guys are so awesome. We talk every night. Well, not every night, but just thinking about YouTube and how much I never would have thought, when we started that we'd be where we are right now. And it is thanks to you guys, and we do appreciate you guys so much. And it always blows my mind that this is actually a thing, we just opened a box of dirty shoes and 50 people around the world are interested in that. And that's crazy, and it's awesome. And yeah, thanks for making that a possibility in our lives.
It's definitely more fun doing it with y'all than just doing it by myself.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have ordered this mystery box just to list or whatever by myself. So
now if we could just figure out something with the kids, right? Like if
yeah, they're gonna take photographs.
I'm sure their rooms are like a disaster right now because we've kind of been up here. So anyway,
said, "Are you guys full-time resellers?" So I would say I am a full-time reseller right now. Chris is more of a full-time stay-at-home dad. So he does most of the stuff with the kids all day right now until they hopefully start school and next week, I think. But yeah, so we do like after dinner, we like do stuff together, everybody. But during the day, usually I'm mostly working from like I would if I had to go to a real job.
Yeah, and even once the kids are in school, because our youngest is actually old enough to go to pre-K, so he's going to be off to school for a few hours a day. Yeah,
just 3 hours, eventually. 3 days for right now.
But that'll be a good time for Kathy to run down, drop him off, and then go sourcing. And then I think at that point I'd have a little bit more time to be active in the business, maybe looking at part-time hours ish. Not including YouTube. YouTube's kind of the thing I do at night and when the kids are asleep. So yeah. Let's see. You guys are goals. Oh, don't even. We've got a lot of room to grow, let me tell you. But that's exciting. Yeah. All right. Sorry, I haven't been reading the chat because I've been talking too much.
Beth said, "Do we track our mileage?" That's something I need to get better at. What we've been doing is
the worst possible way.
At the end of the year, we'll look at the receipts from everything that we did and then map it from our house to there, which luckily I go to like the same 5 stores usually. So we just know that, okay, this Once Upon a Child's 10 miles away times 2, like there and back. And then we'll see how many times I went to Once Upon a Child and then just, times that by however many miles.
It definitely means we've missed out on a lot of our miles.
Yeah, so there's an app, I think, of Josh. I've watched a few of his videos and he has this app. I need to get it, but I know I will probably forget to ever do it because a lot of times when we are going to a store, it's like when we're already going somewhere else. Like I don't usually just plan out, I'm going to go thrifting. I'm usually like, oh, well, we're already over here getting some dinner. Let's stop at this store. So yeah. And like our church is 30-minute drive away, but we haven't been to church in months because of COVID, but whenever we were going to church, we would just stop and go to the Goodwill down there because it's a pretty nice Goodwill. They price stuff really cheap and it's 30 miles away.
We try to take advantage of those miles. Yeah. Oh, Nancy says there were 64 viewers at one point.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I told Kathy, I was like, if we get like 25 viewers, I don't know what we're gonna do. So, wow. Let's see. So Ellen, this might be something you might want to DM about, but she says, I sold my first item on Kitizen and it was with the buyer paying for shipping. I did something incorrect and it charged me for shipping. Can you tell me what is the correct way to get a label?
Yeah, so I mean, you still have to buy the label. So that's probably what you mean, like they charged you. So even if you charge the buyer, they're just
funneling the money through you, I guess.
Yeah, so you still have to go in and purchase the label for the correct amount of pound, like ounces or whatever. So it's not like they're not really charging you. They're just taking it out of what the buyer already paid. So if you charge the buyer $375 and then you go purchase the label for $375, they're just deducting that $375 out of what that person already paid, if that makes sense.
Yeah, unless you didn't get that money that was charged for shipping, then I think it does sound right. But Arlene says, can you both create a video on how to mail your items on Kitizen? So I think we kind of went over that pretty well in our Kitizen 101 video. But
I don't know if I felt like we didn't do a good job of shipping, but I don't know how to do it. Like I don't know how to explain it really.
Right. See, that's another thing. We have there's a lot of videos that we've been requested for and really want to do, but the timing right now, it's hard for us to do those kinds of videos, you know, just like this. We've been here for an hour and our kids are going crazy. So finding the time to do those videos, it's hard right now. We're kind of hoping once school is in session and maybe once the world goes a little bit back to normal, we'll be able to do those kinds of things. Like I said, we never really expected YouTube to hit off this well. We kind of just did it as a little bit of an extra thing during lockdown. We started back in March, and yeah, I think we're over 80 videos now. And the daily What's Sold videos, those don't take a whole lot of time. We kind of do it all in one take, and editing is...
The kids are usually taking a nap.
Yeah, we do it usually during nap, and I kind of edit it in the evening when things are quieter. So doing those videos that take a lot more mental energy and planning and all that, we just, you know, right now we're focusing more on the business with that kind of time. So, but we do want to do those kinds of videos, and we do plan on doing them soon in the future, hopefully, if the world cooperates with our plans. So who knows if that'll ever happen. All right. Oh, I did say your name right, Erlene. Score. I got one right for one for a first. Let's see. So I think we did get one more question about inventory. We did kind of go over that, Mrs. K. So if you watch the playback, we kind of talked a little bit about our inventory system and stuff like that. So I think we're going to call it. We're coming up on an hour, and we really weren't expecting it to take this long. Not that we're mad or anything. We're glad we had so many questions and so much interaction. So we're just gonna have to come up with some more future lives, I guess, since you guys did so well and all that. So, but we are gonna call it a night, and I do have a video ready to go. I was debating on whether or not putting it live tonight, but I'm probably gonna put it live tomorrow. Just give you guys a little bit of a break from us and stuff. So if you're interested in a What's Sold video, there will be a new one tomorrow morning. I'll schedule it and hope to see you guys there. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Now I'm going to awkwardly try to find out how to close this. Here we go. Bye, guys.
Bye.